Fozzie, that was a great win there for the boys, getting back on track against a very strong Northampton Saints side.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I think Rob said in the changing room afterwards, we've been waiting a long time for that kind of performance. We've had a couple of weeks now where it's almost been there, regardless of the side we've put on the pitch. Talked about good performances and parts of the game being good, and we just had that little thing where we're not quite converting pressure into points. Today, the boys built a really good lead. They subbed on, a boatload of internationals, and we held on for a great win. It's a really gutsy, last 20 performances. The forwards especially put their bodies on the line. It was just everything clicked. Big performances, and everyone's really happy now. You can understand.
I was going to say the word last week that was being branded about where you weren't being clinical enough. I think you took that chance first half in particular today. Yeah,
definitely. I think looking at Northampton, we built a game plan with Ricky and Rob and Ali. It stood up today. It was fantastic. Even in slightly cold conditions, greasy night, guys still moving the ball to the wide channels, and we really looked after it out wide. Northampton really pride themselves on out-physicaling sides and being the bigger, stronger, tougher side. And I think we like to think we were toe-to-toe them today and came out on top.
In this LV Cup, there's been a chance for players to show their worth to the side and I think we've seen right across the board people are putting their hands up.
Yeah, definitely. I think the key to the club going forward is having the strongest possible 40 players day in, day out. In a perfect world, Rob and Ali have a 40 guys to select from, and real selection headaches every week. And like you see today, guys, like you say, across the board, from guys who've just played a couple of games for the club, like Sony, Alex Brown, to like staple guys who've been here a long time, like Ignacio Meares and Hayden Thomas coming back from a head injury, just putting a hand up, just saying, just showing they want to play, showing they want to be part of the brand, and keep the club moving forward.
The coaches have been talking as well over the last few weeks that they're not going to beat themselves up about results. I think it was a long time since that Scarlets win back in December, but small margins all the way, hasn't it? It's literally could have been results here or there.
Yeah, definitely. I think it would have been a very different feeling having played that well and then you lost it by a couple of points at the end. There's only so long you can keep saying it was a great performance. Sometimes you've just got to stick it in there and win at all costs. And today was a great learning curve for everyone, guys on the pitch, guys off the pitch, as a side, as an organisation, how to win at all costs. Played one of the best sides in the league, and effectively beat them at their own game. I think by the looks of it, and chatting to some of the guys afterwards, they thought they were going to come here, play the corners, knock over 4 tries and back up the motorway. But obviously we had different ideas. And, it makes for a really interesting rematch either later on in the year or next year, and everyone will now want to be a part of that and want to be going for can we do them again? Let's go up to their place and have a go at them now.
You're one of the more experienced boys in this lineup today, but over the last few weeks you've got to play with some of the young guns here. What a crop we've got here, isn't it?
Oh, it's incredible. It's great to play with them day in, day out, and they really buy into kind of like the old school way of coming into a first team. A few years ago, young guys came in and thought they were mega stars straight off the bat, but the likes of Sam Hill, Henry Slade, Jack Knoll, Luke Cowan-Dickie have really done their time. Even in training, they're the sort of guys who just crack on and work really, really hard, listen to the guys around them, and they're sponges. They soak up knowledge, and that coupled with this incredible natural talent. I don't know what they're feeding down in Cornwall, but they seem to be churning out world-class players. And watching England 20s last night down in Plymouth, I think it's testament to the work that Robin Cowling and Ricky have done with the academy boys, that we are producing so many top-class youngsters.
Moving it forward now, next Friday night, Sale Sharks away. How much of a confidence boost will the boys and the squad as a whole take from this victory?
It's fantastic for Rob and Ali. They can look at this and look at last week, and like you said earlier, loads of guys have really put their hand up. And they can really pick, from the best guys, the guys who have been playing in the Heineken Cup, had a couple of weeks off, and the guys who are playing in this, after tonight's performance, really made it hard for selection for next week. So we can put out a really strong 23, and everyone will be absolutely firing on all cylinders all week, and gleaning massive confidence from this result.
Finally, you were on one wing. What about this other fellow on the other wing? What is Sony Votu?
He's a big guy. He's quite new to the 15s game, and he admits when he speaks to me that he's still got a lot to learn. But you can see, going forward in broken play, he's absolutely devastating. He knows the way to a try line, and the thing I love about him most is he's not shy of the work. He's happy to carry off 9. He's a winger after my own heart. He's a big guy. He wants to get involved. He's confrontational, and his defence is good. I think he's a fantastic acquisition for the club, and as he gets polished over the next few years, hopefully, we'll be able to put out the same kind of backline as today, where the lightest guy out there is Knowlesy at 95 kilos. It's great fun to play in.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.